feel like Christmas has come early a little bit?
We're pretty excited. Like, we've been working with the AFL on this fixture for a couple of months. Big games in big time slots against big clubs. So we can't wait. We get to play terrific time slots. Thursday and Friday nights at Adelaide Oval. We got 5 in the first 15 rounds. So we're really, really excited. Can't wait for 24. Let's bring it on.
You sought redress, obviously, after what happened against Sydney. Do you feel like the AFL stayed true to its word with some of the compensation via the fixture?
I think when you bring a fixture together, there's a lot of different pieces that come into the melting pot. What I like to look on is 2023. We had a pretty good season. We were the number one in offence. We had an attacking style of footy. We've got some young talent. We played good games at Adelaide Oval. I like to look forward and think that we got a terrific fixture on the back of a good season in 2023.
So are you comfortable with where things are at with the point that wasn't a point, that was a goal, and how the AFL's addressed that with you? Are you comfortable with how things have played out in relation to the fixture now?
Look, round 23, it was frustrating, disappointing. John Olsen and I met with the AFL at that time and expressed that disappointment, but we're trying to look forward now. We are trying to look forward. 2024 is a new season. We're excited. We've got some prime time slots. Now we need to deliver on the big stage.
Did you get the request that you were after when you went to them for that redress?
We actually deal with the fixture people when we speak about what we're after, and we're after Thursday and Friday nights against big Victorian teams. We feel like we've been on a regional roadshow for a couple of years, and we requested to take us off that for 1 year, and that's been adhered to. So we're thankful to the AFL, but we also think, as a footy club, we deserve these slots. Adelaide Oval, we're getting big crowds. We've got some exciting talent. We can't wait to play on the big stage, and hopefully that'll prepare us for finals.
Can you speak to those big Friday night fixtures with some big Melbourne clubs coming to town and what that means for the fans and Adelaide generally?
It's a win for our members and fans, our supporters. They wanted the big time slots. They wanted to come Friday night footy, and it's also big for our club, and it's big for our players and our coaches that we get national exposure. We haven't played, I think over the last couple of years, we've only played in national time slots about 4 times. In our first 15 games, we get to play on 6 of those. So we not only get great time slots for our fans here in South Australia, but we also get national exposure, and that puts a bit of pressure on us, but we need to embrace the pressure and embrace the expectation.
And in saying that, the Thursday night showdown, arguably the biggest one of the lot, you must be pretty thrilled to have that as a home game too.
Yeah, look, we are pumped. That's been something that I've been pushing for a number of years, coming from the Eastern Seaboard and seeing the rivalry firsthand. It's amazing. It's the best rivalry in footy, and it deserves a national stage. And we got one on a Thursday night. And what we did as a footy club, the Crows, in 16 and 17, we helped sort of develop the Thursday night time slot, and we think the showdown might sit pretty nicely on the Thursday night.
Commercially, what difference does this make to you, Tim? Is it a transformational sort of fixture to have these clubs on these nights?
I don't like to think of it around sort of dollars. I like to think about it that we're going to get time slots to get more people to watch us play footy. So we know we've got a big supporter base. We want to get more of our fans to Adelaide Oval. It's a great experience. It's the best place in Australia to watch footy. And like I said before, we also get that national exposure. So it's great for the footy club, but it's more about members and fans.
Have you spoken to Nixie or the players yet about their reaction to some of these big games under bright lights?
I've spoken to the coach. The coach has been away with the other coaches planning out the pre-season at the minute. But look, he's excited like the rest of the footy club. Within the administration, we're pumped of the opportunity that we've got in front of us for next year. And Nixie, he's always pushed that we need to play big games to put ourselves under pressure so that we can deliver in September of next year.
I wonder if I just ask you about Matt. He's out of contract next year. There's been reports that a 2-year deal would be in the works around the sort of Christmas time. Is there an update on when you would like to extend that deal to?
There's no timeline, but what I can say about Nixie, I've worked with him for a number of years. He's a terrific coach, good leader, building a great culture. I think he's going to be a career coach for the footy club.
And you've finalised your panel. With respect to Jack Holmes, I mean, he had a really, really respectable footy career. He's new to his coaching development. Could you just talk us through how the club landed on him as your defensive coach when you did go to market and miss on a couple of names?
We went to Mug. We've got to try to make our footy club better. So we did look around, but since I've come to this footy club, it's been around a people-first culture, and we've got a terrific person in Jack Homsch. He's been at our club as a coach for 2 years. He's impressed everyone at our footy club, not only because of his values, because of his style and his footy IQ. And I've always wanted to promote from within, and someone as talented as him, I think he's going to do a great job. And we've also got the experienced coach in Scott Burns, who's going to move into the forwards role, and he's got 20 years experience and he's coached every line, and he's a senior assistant to support Matthew Nix.
How would you describe when, so you do approach Rutt, you do approach Dewan, they knock you back? I understand that's part of the process, but do you take it personally? Do you just let it wash over you? How do you respond?
I don't want to talk about other names because not all those are accurate either.